Hey everyone, it is I, Based Sigma Crusader Catholic 420.
If you are in theological, apologetical, or historical circles on the internet like I am, you will notice this increasing trend among young Gen Z men in converting to either Eastern Orthodoxy or Roman Catholicism. While granted most of these people are LARPers, sitting in their mother's basements, dreaming about and fantasizing about crusades and the Middle Ages, some of them are going through with RCIA and the catechetical process. And most of them will hop from one denomination to the other, either Eastern Orthodoxy to Roman Catholicism or Roman Catholicism to Eastern Orthodoxy within the next 2 to 3 years. But it's a big enough trend that I considered, let's go ahead and talk about it. Before we get going, my name is Isaiah Presley Lafone, and I am so grateful that you have clicked on this video today and gotten to my channel. If you would, please subscribe and like this video and comment down below telling me what your favorite part of the video was. If you tell me that you hated the video, I will delete it, because I am a dictator when it comes to the comment section. There's one place that I'm the Pope, and it's going to be the comment section. Alrighty? Alright, and please share this video if you found it helpful so that more people can see it. Now, let's get into the topic. I've seen several articles recently, and I've seen it online myself, on X, on Instagram, numerous places, of young men becoming Eastern Orthodox or Roman Catholic. Now, I have a personal story with this. There was a friend of mine who I did a video with on my channel towards the beginning of this channel's existence, back when I was becoming Presbyterian, or starting to become the process of becoming Presbyterian. His name will not be mentioned here for his own privacy. But I did a video with him, and that video was on why you should become Presbyterian. That man, sadly now, is in the process of becoming a Roman Catholic. I just found out about a couple weeks ago that he is becoming Catholic. This shows a trend, a pipeline, if you will. Kids are going up the pipeline from non-denominational Baptist, low church evangelical circles, usually going up through usually either Presbyterian at LARPing as a Presbyterian or as a Lutheran first, and then finally landing at Roman Catholicism or Eastern Orthodoxy. This is, in fact, a problem. I can guarantee you that majority of these people who are becoming Roman Catholic and becoming Eastern Orthodox are not becoming either of these denominations, either of these ecclesiastical denominations, because of theology. In fact, the majority of these people don't really care about theology. In fact, most of their reasons for becoming Roman Catholic or Eastern Orthodox sound a little like this.
How did I become a Catholic? I mean, there are all these things that I could point to, but, one, I really liked that the Catholic Church was just really old.
As you can see, there's not much substance to a lot of their arguments. A lot of it is just, my church is older than yours. In fact, your church was founded by Martin Luther.
Did you know Protestantism was founded by Martin Luther?
In fact, a friend of mine, Redeemed Zoomer, made a video about this recently in which he mocked the whole idea.
Waters of Life non-denominational church was a smoke machine strip mall church.
As you can see here, he's obviously mocking this whole idea. These young, impressionable Gen Z men are becoming Roman Catholic or Eastern Orthodox, or at least LARPing as such, and then they're creating YouTube channels in order to dismantle Protestantism. Oh, former Protestant dismantles the entirety of Protestant theology. This is, of course, ridiculous. And anybody who converts to a denomination, if you're going to convert to a denomination, you better have a darn good reason. Okay? Because, and if you do convert, I would probably say that you should only convert or switch denominations once in your life. But if you're going to convert to a different denomination, you better have a darn good reason for it. And pretty buildings and Latin Mass and the smells and the bells of Roman Catholicism and Eastern Orthodoxy are not good reasons. They're stupid reasons, in fact. Laughable reasons. There is nothing fundamentally here that is theological in any sense. I have yet to find, there are Gen Z young men who do have theological reasons for becoming Roman Catholics and Eastern Orthodox. And to them I say, good on you. Good on you. But there's an equal number of Roman Catholics and Eastern Orthodox, new converts, who are coming to the church again for the smells and the bells. And to them, theology is just an afterthought. In fact, a lot of them will just go along with whatever their church tells them to believe. I found this recently with a friend of mine who I talked to about the absolute laughable doctrine of toll houses and Eastern Orthodoxy, which a good chunk of Eastern Orthodox churches teach. I don't know that it's all of them, but I know a good chunk of them do. And I exposed it to him, showing how absolutely, you want to talk about apostolic tradition. Eastern Orthodoxy prides itself on being, we're the apostolic church. We've never changed. There's nothing more unapostolic than toll houses, unbiblical than toll houses, unhistorical than toll houses. And I showed that to him. But you know what he did? He deflected. Said, well, I haven't really studied that myself, but my church tells me, so I'm just going to go with it. Despite the fact that the Eastern Orthodox Church has been proven to lie about its own theology throughout the history, its own history, and its own traditions. They're liars. They've been proven to be liars. You cannot trust the Eastern Orthodox Church on most anything because they've been proven to twist Scripture, twist historical facts, and to twist traditions. These people who are converting to Roman Catholicism or Eastern Orthodoxy based on these smells and bells, and it looks old, man, and, Protestantism is when smoke machines. These people are fundamentally unserious people. These are not intellectual people, although they may come under the guise of being an intellectual type. There is nothing intellectual about saying that I became Catholic or I became Orthodox based on the looks of the churches. I used to be Protestant. I know what Protestantism is. Really, what is Protestantism? Protestantism is when liberalism, fundamentally unserious and stupid. This trend among Gen Z young men to become Catholic and to become Orthodox is based on nothing more and nothing less, really, than aesthetics and a lackluster performance from the Protestant denominations. The mainlines have gone liberal, and the evangelicals have lost tradition and given to many heresies often. And the Protestants, as Protestants, we deserve our own blame for causing a lot of this trend to happen. It does not change the fact that these young men who are becoming Catholic and Eastern Orthodox based off these things and based off a lacking understanding of theology or a just lack of care for theology are not serious people, are grifters, quite often are larpers, and will become a new denomination within the next few years. That's the nature of things, isn't it? I became this denomination because it's the true church. It's old, it's beautiful, gorgeous. Until you find someone who will tell you, actually, that's not true about that church, it's true about my church. These sorts of people will believe that and will become that new church, as in Redeem Zoomer's little skit here at the end of his skit.
So I'm converting to Eastern Orthodoxy.
See, they will be denominational hopping for the next few years, and in my opinion, will probably never land. Denominational loyalty is at an all-time low. People used to rarely switch denominations. In fact, most people just lived out their lives in the denominations they grew up in. That's been lost on us. Now, we have people who flip their denominations every other week. This contributes to the decline of the Christian church. It shows that you lack conviction. You lack conviction. There is no conviction. You don't know what the truth is, because you'll change what you actually believe every 2 weeks. You lack conviction. You lack faith in what you believe. You don't know what you believe. You don't know what to believe. You're going along with the most recent grift, with the most recent Catholicism debunked, Protestantism debunked, Eastern Orthodoxy debunked, Oriental Orthodoxy debunked. Most recent one of those videos that you've seen. I know there will be those who may be watching just to respond in the comments angrily, or who may be watching just to make a response video to this video. How could you say such things? This is not true. It's just because Catholicism and Eastern Orthodoxy is true. Cope harder, Protestant heretic. Cope harder, silly prot. I know there will be those type of people who are watching just to make those kinds of things, make those kind of remarks. And to them I say, really, after you watch this video, sit back and think. Think about why that's your knee-jerk reaction to utterly destroy me. Your knee-jerk reaction is to come at me, to attack me, for making a quite obvious observation. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised at all if I got a lot of comments on this video that said, "Oh, no duh, Captain Obvious. It's right in front of you. It's a clear observation." But sit down, if that's your knee-jerk reaction, you need to sit down and think about why that is your knee-jerk reaction. Perhaps I am speaking some truth that you know deep down is the truth, but you don't want to admit it. Because that says something about you. But good news for you, actually kind of bad news for you, but Christianity as a religion, Jesus Christ as God, is not here to make you feel good. He's here. He said, Jesus Christ says in Scripture, I came not to bring peace, but a sword. So if this offends you, congratulations. Everyone's offended nowadays. Once again, like I've said before, there are some serious people who are converting to Eastern Orthodoxy and Roman Catholicism based on theology. And if that's you, I would love to have a conversation with you on my channel. I would love to talk with you about your reasons for becoming Roman Catholic or Eastern Orthodox. So if you're going to step into these spaces and you're going to proclaim, I'm a convert. Why are you a convert? I like the Catholic Church because it looks old. Prepare to be laughed at. Prepare for me to make videos like this speaking against you at this obviously absurd movement. Thank you all for watching. Again, leave a like, subscribe, tell me what your favorite part was, and if you hated it, tell me that I'm going to hell in the comment section. Thank you very much. Love you all, and I'll see you all next week as I talk about how liberalism invaded the mainline Protestant churches with a good friend of mine on the PFTK podcast, Kirk and Kingdom. I can't wait, and I know he can't wait either. All right. God bless you.